The leaders of the Union faction are pushing for a rapid summit of the federal, state, and local governments to distribute the people fleeing the Russian war of aggression from the Ukraine. We need coordinated action by the federal, state, and local governments, said the parliamentary director of the Union faction in the Bundestag, Thorsten Frey from the Christian Democratic Union, to the CDU Presidium in Berlin. A situation in which the state does not appear, or at least not appropriately, is not acceptable. And I have to add that is exactly what we have right now. Frey called on Federal Interior Minister Nancy Faeser to take the initiative to convene such a top-level meeting as soon as possible. The states set up reception centers. Above all, civil society groups would act, but not the Social Democratic-led government. Their patience must not be overstrained either, Frey said. An appropriate distribution of the refugees throughout Germany is necessary. Frey joined the demands of Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, who had campaigned for the international distribution of refugees from neighboring countries like Poland and Moldova. We are well advised to make a contribution to relieving these countries so that their potential is not overstretched, he said. Union Parliamentary Group leader Johann Wadefuhl considers forecasts that 1 million people will come to Germany from Ukraine to be too low. I expect a multiple of that for Germany. That's why we have to prepare much better, said the CDU politician to a German newspaper. Chancellor Olaf Scholz must make the issue finally a top priority, because apparently Interior Minister Nancy Faeser from the Social Democrats still doesn't take the issue seriously enough, said Wadefuhl. In Germany, more than 225,000 war refugees have been registered by the federal police since the beginning of the war in Ukraine. However, the actual number is likely to be significantly higher because there are usually no fixed border checks at the internal EU borders, and Ukrainians are also allowed to enter the country without a visa. According to the UN, more than 3.1 million people have fled abroad. More than 2.1 million people have arrived in Poland alone so far. And North Rhine-Westphalia's refugee minister Joachim Stamm from the Liberals is now calling for a master plan to provide 1 million accommodation places. Stamm said on Deutschlandfunk on Monday that no one could say what magnitude one had to be prepared for. From his point of view, however, it would be negligent to let it go now. That's why you need first of all a plan that we can generate 1 million beds as quickly as possible, so that we can actually offer accommodation in the event that this happens. The second step is the further distribution. There is an incredible willingness to help among the population. However, there will be certain figures that we in Germany will not be able to handle on our own. We need international help for that. In this context, Stamm named the countries Canada, the USA, Australia, Portugal and Spain. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.